Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Automation Empire. This is episode number 14. I feel like we're nearing the end of this game. There really isn't that much left in order for us to do. So, what I'm going to try to do here is we just unlocked freight trains. I'd love to see them in use, but I played around with it just briefly, just to see if I could figure out what the mechanics were. And I really don't see how they're any better whatsoever than what I have right now. But I haven't actually seen a train in action. I'm guessing they have a lot more capacity and can operate a lot faster. At least that's what I'm hoping. Now if I put an exit, can I get an entrance? I can't get one next to you. Really? Well, I guess it doesn't matter where, right? Where the exit is. Could be just about anywhere. Okay, so we're going to try something new here. And yeah, I can't do it anywhere but right there. At least we got that one in. And it needs power. Amazingly enough. There we go. Now it has it. And here's how this one's going to work. We're going to run track. And we're going to run it right on over into this area. So last time at the end of the episode we had got this all set up. And you can see I actually have a little problem here, but I've got things waiting. I need to turn these crate makers onto destroy all. And you can see that I have, in some places, red coming onto the green grass line. So we did end up getting that little mix. But here's what I did to fix that mix. And that part's taken care of. You can see we've now made two separate lines. So now we have just green and just red. So that's handled. But we're full. And here we're full. And the red one's good. Green one's not so good. So, but once we start the destroy all crates, it'll get sorted out. And then it'll go back to making the grain meal, which is sitting at 74 right now. None of them are operating at the moment. But that'll get taken care of soon enough. So the only reason why I'm not doing that is it's just a waste of resources in order to do that. So I'm going to let this sit full until we're ready to move our fuel. Because I don't want to sell the grain meal, which it's worth a little something. But what I want to do with it is I want to do our research. And we need 300 research for that. With trains unlocked though, that's done. But I still need the steel plates. It's at 168 right now. I need 132 more. And it looks like we have 20 ready, or going on 22. So we still need a little bit over 100. It's going to be a little while till that is ready. Which means there's not a whole lot I can do short term. Other than maybe increase the rate of research. I mean, we're not researching very quick right now at all. But you're going as fast as you can go. It's just a matter of I don't have space for a third. I could take this out. No, I can't take this out sooner. It won't go out. But I could. Okay, I have an idea. We're going to put in a high window. We already know that it works. down low. So let's see. Can we get this to go on high? Correct. Okay, there you go. Let's just make it come back down over here. You went one too far, didn't you? You did. Watch them make it run quicker. But now, with that out of the way, now this one, do its runoff over there. Now is that enough? Fit this guy in here yet? No, it's not. And he can't fit there either. But is it just this lower one that's in the way? Because if it is, maybe I have a solution for that as well. Let's get that oil train out of the way. There we go. You still don't like it, huh? Still don't like having it there. Maybe if it was a level 3 it would go. Oh, there is a longer transfer tube, right? Right? Okay. Okay. Could we be talking? Could we be talking here? Oh, I think we are. And it looks like you could go back down to 2 right away. Okay, not quite. There. Oh. Yes. We did it. Oh, beautiful for spaghetti tracks. We're back up to 3 research bays. I like it. I like it. Did forget something here though. But it's not a problem. There we go. It still wraps around the corner now that it's moved 1 space up. And there you go. There you go. so that should go a little bit quicker. Now, we're going to be set to sell the grain before too long, but we're going to need what to make the ethanol? Oh, just red grain and then oil. Okay, so the grain meal's not going anywhere. No, it is not. So, this is going to be a sold product. If that's the case, I do want to open this up. Let's set this up. So, how to make this happen? We need an exit point for one thing before it's going to sell anything. Now, can we suck it straight up? Looks like we can. How much do you hold inside? Like 16? Okay, get out of here. There you go. Okay, looks like we're gonna need to start. Ooh, we're still not lined up. Here. Yeah, you don't like it. Okay, that's fine. Just move this a little. Okay, we'll see how it does going directly in. Okay, needs to be one spot over. 3, 4 of them. Okay, now I need a place to send you out. I would go over here, but I don't know if that's the best place to go. Let's see. Might be easier to exit right here. So let's take care of that first. Train, track, exit. Yes, it does work over there. Can I get you down here at all? No. Oh. Seriously? Seriously? Okay. Just delete. There you go. Now, is that going to get the train running? Could that get the train running? Oh, you probably need to purchase a train, huh? No? Power connected. Oh, there you go. I'm assuming when this fills up, a train will come along. Now the thing about this is it says near other train tracks previously built. I'm wondering what we could and should do is convert a whole line of train tracks along here instead of along here. That would actually make this much easier. We could run it from up here and just sell. And then you can access these other goods, and we could easily hit our 30,000 in the near future. Which, by the way, this is filling up, so... But I want to see our first train. There it is. There she is, our first train. Just got 5 grain cars. Nice, look at that. Filling up. Ugh, very slow though to fill up. Okay, now it's time to turn these guys on. Destroy all crates. Now look how long it's taken to fill up. It is forever slow. So I think the only advantage to the system is it's another outlet. It's something you could set up away from the first one to have a second distribution selling area. Now some of these reds will be pushed away, but now we're fully green, fully red, so that'll clean itself out. And there goes the train. And we collected money for the first time. There you go. Now that'll increase output slightly, but it's not going to have a big impact. Main reason for that one is that the grain meal is just 7 kilograms, so it's better than some of the other things, but it's not great. It's not great. So heading back over here for a moment. It's another 50. And we are getting closer. Yes. Okay, we will have our steel plates done here fairly soon. And then we'll be able to transition to collecting the grain meal to get the greenhouses. And then we'll also be able to then start working on making ethanol. Remote connector we could have gotten a while ago. It's just the amount of research. Which I suppose we could, going back to something like just the coal, we could get something like 6 or 9 research stations going and collect a bunch of stuff all at once. But right now we still need 300 grain meal. So before we get to the ethanol, maybe in between, we go all out and go for research on that quick burn, but we still need to get 300 here. And this setup, we're not going to completely change this over right now. We did repurpose the oil one to do the steel plates, and I certainly could open it up out here and do a lot more with it. But steel plates are worth something, and with what our expenses are, recently we are not really turning a profit. We're just slightly above each month, about 100,000 per month that we're making, and that's just not that much. Big part of that is that the steel plates are going to research instead of something cheap that we have in abundance that doesn't have value elsewhere. Power, water. Let's see, where can we get water from for you? Not sure we can get water into this side. Can we? No, can't build there. So we'd have to come all the way up and over somehow. Though there is water still right here from before. Oh, I can't go here because of the thing. Yeah, that's not going to go well. I could from around here, though. You know what? I don't need that much more. Never mind. Never mind. It's okay. We'll have 20 here in just a moment. There's already 14 between those. So combined, that's a 34. We only need 20 additional. I'm going to let this one continue to collect to get us to the mark a little bit sooner. Because as soon as these guys get there, it's 20. So 20 and 20 is 40. So that would be 66. So we need 34 from here, or combined between the three of them. And we have 21 of that now. So we're looking at 13 more between all of them, besides hitting the 20. So we'll let this play out for just a little bit, as I don't have anything else to work on at this particular moment. But I do like the idea of moving that rail line that we put in, disconnecting it, and running them all out of that mountain, where we then have additional ability to do research. Well, this one does operate a bit slower, doesn't it? Oh, that's back to these guys. Never mind. They're at 12 and 12 now. So they'll need another 8. 8 here puts us at 32. So that would be 72. Oh, that's almost enough. We need 74 total. So really, we only need to get these guys to, it looks like, 21. We're going to collect all three at the same time, shut it down, and move on. Which means I could actually already, probably, let's see, 55. You need 8 contents for each one. So 8-to-1 ratio. So meaning 18 to 8 is what I need. 18 times 8 is how much more I need, I believe. So 108, and there's only 58 here. However, we do have some of the contents already on board, so it's actually a bit less. So now it's already down to just 5, 10, and 15. Times 8. It's already got the contents on board for 1. So really it's only the dozen, which we just did another. So let's say it's 9 now, right? It was a dozen, but they already have contents in it to process the next one. So that's 3. So take 3 away from the dozen. There's 9 more times 8. So we need 72. We have 56 right now. So we need 72. So one more load is probably going to be enough. And then I can actually stop shipping the steel plates this way. And then we simply have to hope that I did my math correctly. Here it comes. Oh, that's not us. That's not us, not yet. There she is. And it looks like we only brought 8 more. So we're still short. But we're also really close, right? See, it only took 3 of it out. So it looks like we are good to go. Turn this transfer tube off for now. And there we go. We have 20, 60, 71. $21. That's 42. 73. One. Not quite. Not quite. We need 74. There she is. 74. And we got it. So we're going to, and this could be perfect timing here. Kick that stuff out. Okay, we'll leave the rest of this stuff here. No, I won't. No, we'll leave the power poles there, but I think it is also, yes, it's heading around the corner to power all of that. Now, I might still do something over here with those, so I suppose I'll leave the water right there. That I'm comfortable with doing. There we go. We have 600,000, so not quite the 800,000 we need for the next venture. But we can get some research going now. Why do you look like red grain? Why would there be just red grain? Why would there be anything but grain meal in here? Because they combine red grain with red grain to make red grain, apparently. Okay, we did not get it empty, so we'll add a couple carts. And there goes another train. See how much it makes as it exits. It's always hard to tell. We should start to see it ticking there. 21,200 maybe? I don't know. Hard to tell. Lots of things processing all at the same time. But we need research. And it needs to be grain meal only. We should do this at this end. Please tell me you fit. Find out in a second. Oh, it does. bring the water around this side. I can figure out, there it is. And around this side. Okay, and then we need this one here as well. Connect that up. And then from here, the basics. Excellent. Now you have water. I'll run power from over here. The new station. Okay, I'm much more concerned about getting what we need into the research, so we're going to fill that up first and then get on with it. So right now we have nothing, but we should have some crane meal here in just a moment, and we do. Alright, so we have a trade. It's not doing much yet, but like I said, I think I'd like to transfer the trains over to here. I wonder if let's see what happens. Does it work? I just set back our timer, it's all good. I'm not worried about that. We want track train entry. And yes! Oh yes, sir. We have a winner. Because now, ding ding ding, we could do all sorts of tracks here. And they are interconnected this way. I'm going to start with 4 right off the bat. I might as well. Let's give power to all of this. Can we do so back here? Out of the way. There you go, there's power. And now we can run track. Delete all of this. Okay, so this is the advantage of train. It's not that train really gives you much of anything you want. It's that it's going to give you finally the chance to leave behind this highway network and start a new train network. Now, the tricky thing is I think this needs to go away. We're going to have to redo it. So why don't we get you guys, not this one, not this red grain, whatever happened here, yeah, you're done. But let's get these guys going on research. Huh? Oh, you don't like going that way, do you? Well, in that case, goodbye. Alright, can I fit 4 of you in right here? I can only fit 2. I can certainly fit 4 in here. Try this side out of the way because, you know, we've started something here. I'd like to see it actually make some money. So we're going to start with a little overrun area like that, and then we're going to have to go up. And we need to go up sooner. There we go. And now we can go down. There. Okay. Flip it over. Easy enough. Power connected. Train will be on the way before long. Now, what's your deal? Why aren't you producing anything? Oh, you are, but only just, which means we need a lot more farms than we have right now. Okay, okay, understandable, understandable. So, here's how we're going to do this. We're going to redesign this. 2 farms? Not enough. But we'll see if 5 farms of one type is enough. So that means you're going to go away. But we're going to replace, without much fuss, the red farms right here. We need a good runoff area like the other one has. Oh, I need to back that up. Back it up, back it up. There you go. How are we going to do this? Are you going to work? There it is. Got it. Alright, now we'll see if 5 of 5 does any better. What we need is this. We didn't need that. That was useless. Now the greenhouses, right, it's supposed to help with all this. Make it go faster. Speaking of, what does the greenhouse do? Officially, speed is 25%. So, it'll help us get there a little bit quicker. At this point, I don't think we're actually going to be selling anything until these farms can really pick up the pace. Let's see, none of the new farms have anything ready yet. The good news is, technically, we've got plenty of space. Plenty of space. So we could do something about this. We could add a vat here and a vat here and make more red and green and then just connect them and add them to the main line. Not a big deal. So I'll give it a little time, see how that does. We need 300 grain meal, and so far we've had 12. Oh, it's 1 content per. Gotcha, okay, it just maxes out at 8 content. I see. Power connected, water connected, so they'll be running. There's 2 in one, 6 in the other. They'll make some progress here, but it's going to take a little while. There's a little bit more coming in, so it's all good. But trains are coming. We just aren't really getting anywhere with that yet. That's okay. My focus is the research and the grain mail. Freight trains are done, and again, we're looking at a whole lot of potential extra weight. We could take these 2 guys, make factory roughly here, bring them both in, refine them, combine them. I don't even care what it makes. It makes one of the good ones. Whether it's the gold fuel, the capacitors, or the steel plates. Combine them, and then run another train line in a similar fashion to this one, and run it out, and have it exit over here. That easy. That easy. And it adds more weight. And then you still have 2 more lines right here. I don't know how to make it work, how to make it go, but looky here. There's 2 more. Factory here. Refine them, combine them, spit it out, bring it over here, hook it up on the train. And there's your 3rd line. Now there was 1 more line hidden way far off elsewhere. And maybe instead of bringing that one, maybe we bring, like this one over here. To the 4th line. The 4th line could go all around the outside, right? It could just go right here. So instead of running down there, we'd run it here, and bam. And so then you're freeing up one of these guys. Well, this one could go down here. This one could go down here. And one of these, maybe this one, could go all the way up there. And that would give us just a little bit of space, and we could take these 2, refine them, combine them, and sell it off. And if that's not enough to get to 30,000, I don't think anything would be, because that would all be 13 kilogram goods. I don't even think we have to get to the cargo rocket. Freight rockets filled with crates to sell your resources in the galactic market. Due to high off-world demand, resources sold by rockets grant you weight and revenue bonus of 45%. There's your ticker of getting that last little bit. But we're already at 18.5. That would put us at 22. I think we could just about get there even without. But you can see we're barely making a profit right now. Things are spendy. I was a little generous with 2 new power plants, especially when there's power right here. So maybe, how much power do you have? 111 of 160. This one, just running 16. So 111 of 160 adds 16. Well, do the math. Let's get off of this. Let's hook up some power right here, and we will save some money. Alright, still running. Still well within capacity. And things should be a little bit cheaper now. Same here. What are you at? 20 of 40, and that's 4 lines. I could take more lines, but there's no reason to have more lines. Not now, anyway. Can the train lines... I don't think they can have... They don't have two levels. There's your tricky part there. Meaning they can't overlap each other. Which means I do have a tricky situation. Oh, no. It's okay. I don't have a tricky situation. I understand how to make this work. Run the second line roughly here. Load it up there. Use the tracks to bring it over. Bring this down. I'd probably want to run this a little further down. That's easy enough fix. Anyway, I have ideas. Here comes a train. Nothing doing. This is filling up. I don't mind that it is. I want it to fill up because we need that grain meal. And that's just for this one, not the cargo rocket. I think we can get to 30,000 even without the cargo rocket, but we'll see. That grain meal will unlock the greenhouses, make that run faster. And the ethanol, what was the recipe on that one? Red grain and oil. Ethanol. Okay, where do I need the ethanol? I need it here. For the cargo rocket. Well, maybe that's what we'll set up next time. Then again, that greenhouse part. I do like that greenhouse part. Where to put that factory? That's tricky. Well, we have the oil already here. So maybe we do it over here. We could do red from here. Skip oil. And go straight to ethanol with it. Because what's the difference between the oil and the ethanol? The oil still pays well. It's 2,000. The ethanol does pay better. Of course, it hasn't been sold, so it still has, just like the crude oil. I skipped right past it, went straight to oil. But look, we can't even distribute it quick enough. So maybe I need to start siphoning some of this out of here. Got to get rid of you. Do that. Reverse these guys. And you stop skipping. There we go. Okay. Reverse that. It'll empty this and this eventually. But yes, it does appear that it is time. Take the oil. Start making some ethanol over here. Then the tricky part is getting that distributed. Like I said, I think I have an idea on how to shift all of this over. Not easy, but apparently it takes spaghetti to get to the 30,000 mark. We've hit 18.5. What are we hitting roughly these days? We're only in the second week now, so it's hard to tell, but we're already at 14.8. That's 2.5 months. So if we go, what would be another 0.5 of that? It would be 1/5 of 15. Which is 3 more. So yeah, we're still hovering right around that 18. In fact, it looks like we have a chance to eclipse our mark now that we have added in that little bit of grain that we've been selling off. Just a little bit. Mostly right now it's filling this puppy up, but it's nearly done on that. That's working pretty quickly, by the way. Won't take us too long, and we'll hit that 800,000 before too long. It'll happen. It'll happen. But we're making progress. Tempted to let things run for just a little bit. Collect a little more research, get a little closer, maybe get those greenhouses just about ready to go so we can then make these guys more efficient. Make this a little more efficient. But then also, when that happens, we can then, next episode, start making some ethanol. But then we're going to have to get creative with this. Restructure all of that to tap into this. Like I said, with, like, say, 4 exit points, side to side, most of these guys are just going to run their line straight across. So they can run pretty close, actually. This one can go out a little bit further. See if we can get the 4 in there. How long does it take? Oh, you can get right up to the edge. Well, there you go. See? See? We're onto something here. Pushes it just a little further out. That's okay. That is okay. I have to shift that. That's not a problem either. So we are going to start converting this one over to here. That's going to do it for this episode, though. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. We are getting closer, but we are getting into that tricky, you got to squeeze a little bit more out. But how and where do you get it from? Well, it looks like we might have found the answer on where. And we have the idea, more or less, of how. Now we just need to go through a little bit of execution and a little bit of hurry up and wait on research. So I'll let some of that hurry up and wait happen off camera. I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Bye for now.